Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube, what's going on? My name's Icy and welcome back for another episode of The Gaming Express. On today's episode, we will play some Superbrothers Sword and Sworcery EP, which was included in the Humble Indie Bundle 5 and is still up and running, so you can get that amazing deal before it ends. Get the game, it's amazing. And you can even get Limbo, Amnesia, all that good stuff, and even Bastion, even if you pay more than the average price, that is. But let's focus on the game right now, shall we? So this game's been developed by Capybara Games, sorry, and you can even see the symbol to your right, the little three hamsters, the blue hamsters, very witty symbol. And the songs and sounds are developed by Jim Guthrie, which are really amazing. I'm gonna talk about that shortly, but let me show you some of the settings that are available for this game. You can set up your resolution, your full screen or windowed mode, your volume. You can post things that you're doing in-game to Twitter. Can you believe that? Which I found that particularly uninteresting and kind of useless. I don't know why they put that feature, but we'll have to. Well, we're going to talk about all that later. Clear data, you can do that, but you cannot save at any point in the game. You can only save when the game automatically saves for you whenever you complete a certain chapter, but otherwise you can't really save at any point, which is kind of a bummer. But let's look at the dialogue in here, shall we? Dancing guy dancing. Okay. Ladies and the gentlemen, how about you tap these two little sylvan sprites so I can get a feel for your stereo sound system? Okay. We're gonna do that right now. And how did that help us? I don't know, but this game is essentially a point-and-click game. It was designed originally for, well, it was designed for the iOS, the touchpad, so you're gonna find a lot of clicking in this game. Ready to begin? Press play and let's go. Okay, we shall do that, sir. But anyway, the PC game will be rather boring, honestly, because there's a lot of clicking, which is not the most interesting thing in PC games, so you won't find a lot of keys in this game to use. Listen and look. Okay, I'm going to do that. Tip and tap. Okay, so basically, to move around, you have to double-click at your destination. So we're going to follow this dog. He's going to lead the way. And as you can see so far, this is a very pixelated game. Kind of inspired. The architecture very much looks like Shadow of the Colossus. If you can understand what I mean. Again, very pixelated, very geometrical, a lot of good muted tones, muted and colored tones. I sound like a fucking art museum reporter. Far from the war-ravaged steppes of Scythia, we met a dark-haired girl in a sunlit meadow. To the mountain folk of the Caucasus, she was known as Girl, and she seemed nice. Yep, so the dialogue is very ridiculous, simple, straightforward, not too difficult. I'm gonna tip-tap this thing right here. In the meadow, there was an immovable iron gate blocking a cavernous cave. Interesting, and that was kind of a useless fact. Let's talk to the sheep. We spied a few worthless sheep lazing around the meadow. And that's it. That's all that happened during that day. But anyway, you can even like drag around the screen to see your surroundings. And honestly, this is very beautiful. A lot of muted tones, not too colorful, but yet very aesthetical. The world is very naturalistic. There's very little futuristic traits involved to this game. So this dog's leading us the way, and we're probably going to have to interact with someone, with that guy, hopefully. And we're playing a female protagonist, by the way. Yep, totally not weird at all, since I'm a guy playing a female character, you know what I'm saying? We spied a pile of chopped firewood, no big deal. Okay, yeah, and each time you interact with these little pieces of wood or people, you can tweet that by clicking this button over here and post this on your feed, your Twitter feed. But I don't find that particularly useful. I don't know why they did that, honestly, but I'm not going to question that anymore. Anyway, the wood-chopping woodsman chopped wood. Wow, that must be a kind of a tongue twister. To the mountain folk of the Caucasus, he was known as Logfella, and he seemed cool. Okay. Logfella knew all about our woeful errand, and he agreed to lead us up the old road. Still, we definitely got the feeling that he wasn't super jazzed about this. Huh. Okay, so this guy's gonna lead the way to the right of the map. So we're gonna have to follow him. We're gonna do it right now. He's actually like carrying his basket and stuff. He's got a lot of groceries to carry, apparently. But anyway, we're gonna follow the dog and this woodman called Logfella. And this game is essentially a single-player RPG. No multiplayer factor involved at all. So you're gonna have to play this game on your own. This is a very trippy game. A lot of ridiculous stuff going on. You won't understand in general. Like, even the story just makes no sense. But you're not gonna have to question yourself that, and just you're gonna have to play the game as it is. The woodsman confirmed 100% that he had the only key to the locked door in the stone wall. Tip tap. Okay, it was a really nice looking key. We were totally ready to just tap and hold on the path ahead to move it, move it, move it. Wow, that was kind of weird. But anyway, we're gonna open the door, or actually this guy's gonna do the job for us. Thank you, sir. Very polite of you to let us in first. Well, we are a female character anyway, so much expected from other gentlemen. And as you can hear, the soundtrack has changed, and honestly, the music in this game is just fantastic. Apparently, even Kotaku, that gaming website that posts gaming news, wow, totally did not repeat gaming at all. But anyway, Kotaku has rated this game best game music of the year, which is kind of understandable. Like, the music in here is just so amazing. You really have to listen to all of them if you want. If you want to go on YouTube, listen to them. Take your time. You could search up something of the Space Babies, I believe it is. It's amazing. I mean, every soundtrack is so atmospherical, and it's not forgettable at all. So we're gonna have to fight this little dude right over here, and again, we're gonna have to click with our mouse button to defeat this little guy. Fight? Yes, indeed. We're gonna have to fight. We're gonna do it right now. Oops. We spied a collection of graves in a thicket. Blah 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 blah. Not interested in that at all. I want to fight you, sir. Oh. Yeah, so you right-click to start up a fight, and you have 5 stars, which is your health bar, mainly. Oh god, we're getting bit by a fucking rat. Or actually a rabid wolf. But if you want to protect yourself from him, you're gonna have to press the shield button, and then you're gonna have to swing your your sword, I mean. You're gonna have to swing it as repeatedly as many times as possible, basically. And, like, honestly, the combat is not interesting at all, but everything else is pretty neat. The art and the graphics and the environment, even the lore, just a little bit of it is kind of interesting. But again, you shouldn't be too worried about what's going on within this world. You're just here to play the game, have fun. You know, this is a good game to play when you're not playing any other game like LOL or Skyrim, any of those main games. I'm trying to get his face, but he's not giving me his face, which is kind of a bummer. Oh, got him. Not really. I only hit him with my shield. Totally not effective. Come on, sir. Or woman, actually. If we are a female character after all. Oh god, this is kind of loud. I want to get you, my wolf. Come over here. Oh, he ran away. Well, that was rather boring. Okay, so that was the end of the fight, I guess. But we're going to have to continue our journey and climb towards the summit of this hill, this mountain, this foresty hill, I guess. But this game really kind of resembles to Shadow of the Colossus, like those games that are very just aesthetic, like even The Journey. It has this kind of unique look to it that you won't see in many games, but still maintains that retro, classical, pixelated art style to it. God, I'm rambling on and on and on, but again, the art is very naturalistic, enigmatic. A lot of it is very mysterious. You won't know what's going on because of the lack of story. The character development is just, it's lackluster. but I guess it's supposed to be this way because I guess what the developers are trying to do essentially is to capture the player, get the player immersed in the environment rather than the story. And they're doing it pretty successfully in this case. Oh, so beautiful. And again, the architecture just fantastic. So we're going to look at it right now, interact with the little piece of head. At the perilous precipice was a huge rock-hewn sculpture of a familiar-looking head with mouth agape. Okay, that was it. And there is some voice acting included in the game, which we're going to hear some. We're going to hear some right now. But before that, we're going to have to actually see what this little thing does for us, but didn't do anything apparently. So this guy's gonna sit over on a bench, and we're gonna have to join him for a bit. You can actually rest if you got hurt by the wolf that we fought earlier.
Much to say either.
Sorry, this guy's talking.
That's cool. We can. Why don't we just?
The woodsman known as Logfella had chosen to chill out beneath a stone shelter near the perilous precipice. Logfella seemed to know all about the loathsome rainbow and the nearby glyph depicting the Skyward Sword. Oh, Zelda reference. And yet Logfella offered zero help about what to do next, which kind of rubbed us the wrong way if we're totally honest. If we're being totally honest, sorry. Anyway, moving on. Let's, yeah, I really had to waste a couple minutes to figure out what to do at this point because, well, there was no indication, barely any indication as to what to do next. Oh, wow. And I did not actually see that little hint right here. Anyway, we're going to unsheath our weapon at the rainbow. The sign is telling us what to do, and, oh, wow, I just screwed up. Anyway, unsheathing the weapon of light. The Lord of Light has shone upon us. And this will trigger the architecture. It will provoke it. And this guy will pull out its tongue and it will act as a bridge. And these guys will come back, join us. Actually, they won't join us at this point. We're going to have to venture into this building by ourselves. We had bridged the chasm and we felt super smart. We told Logfella that we sought a burdensome book of sinister Sworcery known as the Megatome. The Megatome lurked somewhere in the haunted darkness beyond the perilous precipice beneath Mingita. Mingita? I don't know how to pronounce that. We resolved to go get the Megatome and then get out alive. Uh-huh. Good. Good. Let's go in here and find the Megatome. Moving on. Oh, wow. So you can actually tap and hold to move around. You don't have to be clicking all the time. So you can just hold down the mouse clicking button and move it around to the other side of the map, which is very productive in my honest opinion. We're going to get in this architecture. And again, another Zelda reference, kind of, that Triforce, inverted Triforce. Let's get in here and discover this place. Very Shadow of the Colossus-like. Very Shadow... Oh, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But moving on, let's, Why can't you move, woman? Ugh! Why do I have to wait? Okay. Anyway. But yeah, this game was meant for the iOS touchpad. And I can see why... You can clearly see, guys, why this was meant for that touchpad. Because, well, all you do is basically click all the time. Even when you're fighting, you're not really pressing anything else. And even for that Twitter feature, you just have to click that, move over your mouse, or you can do that with your fingers. Pretty easy job. And yeah, I mean, there's really not much to this game except for the environment and the music, which are all both atmospheric, just great. They set up the mood. And the music is, it's amazing. Kind of reminds me of how great the Earthbound soundtracks are. Just amazing, blazing. And yeah, we're discovering this place. We're gonna encounter a villain, some sort of a goat Skeletor guy that's He's keeping the book that we need, which is called the Dragon Tome? No, I forgot the name of it. Anyway, so we can't pull it out from his fingers. We found the Megatome clasped in 2 bone hands, and we found our sword stir in its sheath. So we're gonna have to like swing our sword at these hands, and hopefully the book will drop from his hands, and we will get out of here alive. So let's do that. Haga! Yes, the book is mine, and we shall run away. We acquired the Megatome, and now the action starts. We're gonna have to run away from him, because that guy is gonna follow us. Oh God. Oh God, why? Yeah, so this guy's following us, and we're gonna have to run away. If you get captured by him, if he touches you, if he manages to catch you up, then unfortunately you're gonna have to restart at that point where you have to get the book again, which is to, you know, take out your sword, swing it at his hands, and do the whole thing again. But this is not a very long escape, honestly. You're just gonna have to get out of here, go back to that bridge, and meet up with the guys, Logfella and the dog, and that's about it. At that point, it's gonna be, again, really calm. You're gonna have to go back, and he's gonna catch up with us in this cave right now, so we're gonna see him in a bit. This guy is gonna turn out to be alive as well, I think. I don't actually remember. Oh, something's happening. Small little cutscene. Hallelujah. No, I shouldn't actually be saying hallelujah, or something more evil and sinister. Oh God, fight. Maybe I should fight. Oh, we're gonna do that. Okay. Oh, what happened? Okay, fighting this guy. Oh yeah, I got your ass, son. Okay, wait for the attack. And here we go. Come on, son. Oh. Another attack. We got his ass another time. One last time. We can do it. We have the power. Yes, we made it. Cut off his head. The headless soldier is defeated. Oh. And now we're running away. The little Skeletor dude disappeared. And thankfully we're gonna get out of here alive. Everything is good. Again, the combat, very simple, not very complicated. You just have to know when to attack, the perfect timing for a good strike, and that's about it. The weather has slightly changed, and that's actually good to see that. Again, good production quality for a game, decent, but the story, again, not well developed. And in fact, you shouldn't be too focused on that aspect of the game. You're just supposed to be walking around, having fun. It's a very trippy game. It's such a game that you would like to play when you're high, I would say. That's the kind of game that this is. Okay, so right now it's sunset, or actually it's dusk, so we're gonna have to go back home. Let's talk to Lockfella.
Hey.
Oh, something's happening. Small little cutscene going on. Oh, and the guy is smoking some burned cigars. And the rabbit wolf is back, howling at us with his 3 little eyes. I never understood why the guy had like 3 eyes. But anyway, we had retrieved the Megatome, and Logfella was 100% ready to move it to the safety of his lodgings. Okay. We sensed a gathering thunderstorm, and yet a little song began in our heart. Also, one thing that I want to mention about this game, the design, the interface, and yeah, most of it, the interface of the game and the text is very groovy, kind of jazzy, very modernistic. But again, the game itself, the art style of it maintains to have this kind of retro look to it, very pixelated, adventure-y like. Reminds me of Mother, the Earthbound series again, and other games like Shadow of the Colossus. It has a nice mix to it. And here we have another amazing soundtrack going on. It is raining slowly, and there's going to be a thunderstorm coming up. And we're just going to have to go back to his house, to Longfellow's house, and end the chapter there. And actually, what we're going to do right now, I'm going to have to stop the video. That's been enough for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, this little review on Sword and Sworcery EP Superbrothers. And yeah, thanks for watching again, guys. And I hope to see you later on my upcoming videos. Until next time, folks. Bye-bye.